Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning. Good afternoon and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it positive. We need some positivity out here in this world right now, y'all. We've been hearing some good news about other stories, other cases that we have been talking about on this show as a family. I was hoping that we were going to keep going in that trajectory, with more positive news, more information. Go into the holidays with a little bit more light and cheer. And unfortunately, we're not in that situation right now. We have some very, very devastating news that just came out of Chesapeake, Virginia. And we got to talk about this. And of course, I'm someone who sits here and honestly, I am very, very sick and tired. Very, very sick and tired of talking about these kinds of stories. I missed one. That's the fact. The fact that I even have to even say that. I'm sorry. I need to kill this music. I need to kill it. All right. And you know what? Actually, before I go on my rant, before we go into this information, please do me a favor. Some housekeeping, real quick. Do me a solid. All right. Be really appreciated. Hit that like button down below. Okay. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes as you guys start to file in. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to every single last one, y'all. I appreciate all y'all for being in here. This is a shorter show because I am going to be on around the around 1-ish for the University of Idaho, the police over in Moscow PD. They're going to be in Moscow. The Moscow PD is going to be doing a press conference around that time. So I will be on to watch that press conference with you guys as a family. So this one's a very short show, but I just wanted to give you guys this update. So please hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes for me really, really quick before I go into this rant. All right, please. And thank you. And please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. And you've been watching the show for a while. Hopefully I've earned your subscription. So please hit that subscribe button down below before we get into this whole conversation, which is a conversation we need to have nonetheless. All right. Now I'm going to kill the music because we need to jump into this conversation. And this one's just really boiling my blood. This is really upsetting me, man. I mean, I'm going to be really honest. I am sick and tired of talking about these stories. And now here's the thing. I'm not trying to drag you guys down. Obviously, you know that this conversation that we're about to have is very serious. It's a very sad series of events that have happened last night at a Walmart during one of the busiest days leading up to Thanksgiving. And just a few days ago, there was another incident that I didn't even get a chance to even cover. Right? There was another incident. Kind of a lot like this, as far as lives were claimed. Somebody had to go out here with a firearm and do God knows what. I missed that one. I didn't even get a chance to talk about that one, which is wild that I even have to say that. Because I know some of you guys have tweeted me, sending me the emails, sending me DMs like, oh, here's the story about this. Here's another one. The fact that we're even saying another one really angers me. Makes me sad. The fact that we're saying another one, like DJ Khaled up in this piece. And this is like a negative DJ Khaled, because who wants to sit here and say another one? That should not even be a part of our vernacular right now, y'all. Shouldn't even be in our lexicon. But yet, unfortunately, these are the breaks, right? There's got to be a better way of doing this. This is living life and being good to each other and all that stuff. And I know there is no fail-safe approach to all this. There really isn't. I don't have the answers. I got some ideas, but I know that's not going to stop the violence. But damn, this is 2 days. This happened 2 days before a day that we're supposed to be thankful. A day we're supposed to be thankful for being alive, thankful for the friends that we have, thankful for the clothes on our back, the roof over our head, and all the other blessings that have been bestowed upon us, whether great or small. They are still blessings, right? And somebody goes out and does this. Somebody goes out and does something like this. The unthinkable. Again, what is going on? What the hell is going on in this country? What the hell is going on in this world? Did we go into a different dimension without us knowing? We went to sleep and woke up in a different dimension. What the hell is going on? The amount of violence is overwhelming. It's jaw-dropping. Even my dog agrees. He's upset too. He's like, "What's up with this, man? We need to stop with this violence. We need to stop thinking that things can be solved." I'm not saying I don't know anything as far as this particular individual that did this unthinkable thing in Chesapeake, but at the same time, my Lord, we should not be reaching for that gun to solve all our problems or to end an issue. I know that has nothing to do with this story, but you hear guys you hear people getting offed because their shoes got scuffed. Their pristine white Air Force Ones got scuffed at the club. I'm just saying, people just start popping off for no reason. And then on top of this is right before we're supposed to be around family. We're supposed to be around our loved ones, the people that we care for, the people that we are truly thankful for. And there are a lot of people that are going to be very, very sad. A lot of heartbroken families. Not only just in Chesapeake, Virginia, all the people that each and every single person that was injured or their life was taken. It's like a pebble. It's a ripple effect. It's affecting other people all over this country, not only just their immediate family. There's going to be a lot of saddened hearts this Thanksgiving because somebody decided to do something unthinkable. So I wanted to show you guys this. Like I said, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. It's frustrating because, I do my best to try not. I try to talk about these stories, but sometimes, they happen so often. It is, it hurts to talk. It hurts to talk about it. But nonetheless, this is a story that we need to hear. Just like the other one I missed that one. These stories need light too. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully we talk about this enough times. Eventually it'll stop people from doing what this particular individual did too. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. But anyway, I digress. We got to get into it because your boy's got a very busy day. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. All right. So let's get into this, guys. Let's take a look. Now, there is, from my understanding, there was an event. Some newspapers have been calling it, or some news blogs and websites have been calling it a Thanksgiving massacre. They say that I've been hearing upwards towards 10 lives were claimed in this incident. A Walmart manager, they have not named the manager as of yet from what I've seen so far, but this particular monster is male. He was a manager at Walmart. And as you see at the top in this title right here, it says, "Laughing Walmart worker opened fire in the break room of the Virginia store, then turned the pistol onto himself in a targeted pre-Thanksgiving rampage." Now, this says 7 people have passed. Other blogs, other sites have been saying 10. I don't know which one is absolutely correct, but as we are hearing right now, more and more stories are starting to come out. More and more information is coming out surrounding this incident. It is absolutely mind-blowing what has happened here. But I'm hearing 10. This article, as far as we know, is saying 7 right now. So that's 7 gone, including the monster, and 4 right now are hospitalized. So this piece of work decided to get out his firearm, walk into Walmart, go into the break room, and unleash on innocent workers getting ready or taking a break from an already busy ash day. Let me tell you something, guys. I just said this last night when I was talking to you about Shanquella, and we got to keep saying that young woman's name, Shanquella Robinson. If you don't know about her, please look at my videos that I've just posted up recently. And there's been a lot of other people, real talk, talking about Shanquella. So you keep saying her name so we can get justice and get some more clarity around her mysterious case as well. But I even talked about that right before we started. I said, man, I was just at Walmart. It was absolutely insane. Walmart was insane. I was at a Walmart yesterday getting things and getting my Patti LaBelle sweet potato pie. Yes, those are fire, by the way. So go get you some. No, she does not endorse, but Patty, subdo. Moving on. Place was packed. In no way would I ever think something like this would ever happen. And I don't know about you guys, but never would think something like that would ever happen. And that's usually how it goes down, right? And I always say, guys, please, keep your head on a swivel, keep yourself out of harm's way. But when you're walking into a Walmart and it's 2 days and you're thinking that see, that's the thing, y'all. Let me just say this. You think by going 2 days before Thanksgiving, you're going to be slick because you think everybody on Wednesday is going to go absolutely crazy on Wednesday getting all their stuff and it's going to be packed. No. It's crazy 3 days before Thanksgiving. It's packed to the gills because everyone's still doing their last minute shopping. They think they're being slick by going to 3 days early, but everybody's doing the same damn thing. You feel me? So everything gets sold out. So the same thing happens here in Chesapeake. Same thing. Bunch of people getting together, going and getting the items that they need so that they can feed a lot of Thanksgiving, eagerly hungry, famished sometimes bellies. And something like this happens. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's funny because, like I said, this is more of I'm going to give you guys the information that you need, but at the same time, there is a part of me that I'm, part of me is kind of venting a little bit because how many times can you sit here? How many times can I sit here and say the same thing over and over again? It's just a different set of names. It's a different monster with a different background story. Some of them live, some of them pass on. Like this monster, he turned the weapon onto himself. But I keep saying the same thing. When is this going to stop? It's an everyday thing now. The thing that happened, the most recent incident that we saw, that we heard, that articles are still covering that incident. Didn't that happen last week? Didn't that happen this past? Actually, didn't that happen this past weekend? If I'm correct. And now we got another one? It's insane. So I have to say this really quick before we go into this article. Sorry for my long-winded rant. Yes, in Colorado Springs. Thank you so much, Daisy. But I have to say this. We're starting to walk into a new realm now. Okay? We're walking into a time, it's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. It's supposed to be that, guys. But I have to urge every single last one of y'all to please, I know I say this all the time, keep your head on a swivel. Be safe. If you can order things online, order things online. I mean, of course, if you want to shop local, please go shop local. But if you can go and order those things through Amazon or, through the online stuff, do so. I don't know what's going to happen out here. You can go to a really great setting, or it could be a really busy time at the mall. And somebody's out here plotting. Okay? So I have to say that really, really quick. And before I continue, I got a few things I want to say here too. This is so frustrating, y'all. So frustrating. So I just want to make sure I got these real quick. And I appreciate every single last one of y'all who are filing in right now. Please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. And if you haven't done it yet, crush that subscribe button, okay? And if you want to, you could be just like Robin Green Day and become a family member. Welcome to the family, Robin. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the chaos, okay? Welcome to the roller coaster ride, which is the Pascal Show membership. I appreciate you guys. Sunny Bay 1712, thank you so much for becoming a member as well. Welcome to the family. Thank you so very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And then I have a super chat here before we go into this article, which we will jump into very quickly. Tammy Padilla, thank you so much for the $2. He is 31 years old and his name is that. I'm not going to say his doggone name. All right? I'm not. But Tammy, thank you so much for that information. So there it is. There's the guy's name. If that is his name. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate it. Okay? So let's get into this article, shall we? All right. So a Walmart manager unalive 6 people. I'm hearing upwards of close to 10 now. At his store in Chesapeake, Virginia, last night before taking his own life in a pre-Thanksgiving rampage that witnesses say was a targeted attack on his colleagues. Excuse me. Something's in my eye. The suspect has not yet been named, but maybe it is that name that Tammy just gave us. Okay? He opened fire in the break room of the store in Sam's Circle at 10:10 p.m. on Tuesday night while shoppers were carrying out last-minute Thanksgiving errands. By 10:16, when the cops entered the store, the gunman was gone or had passed on. In other words, he turned the gun onto himself again. Police confirmed on Wednesday that he obviously passed on from a self-inflicted wound. One body was discovered outside beside the store's entrance, according to witnesses. It's unclear if that was the shooter's body or one of the victims. One survivor told local outlet Wavy that she heard the gunman laughing at some point during the attack, and that he deliberately targeted a room full of staff who had gathered to discuss the shift they just completed. Among those unalived was a teenage employee, according to another survivor. Kevin Harper, who works at the store, survived the attack. Immediately after fleeing the store, he launched a Facebook Live where he said it was a manager who'd opened fire. It was the manager, one of the managers, just left the break room. Manager came in, it started capping people up in there. We lost a few of our associates, and we have the video. We are going to be looking at that video from Kevin Harper. Okay, so just hold tight. But as you can see, obviously, this is the Walmart. You know, it's a big box. It's a big box business, right? Okay, it's a triple B, a big box business, as we already know. We all know what Walmart does and what they do. All right. They also own Sam's and Walgreens. Okay, same companies. All right. Of course, you see FBI are involved. They're on the scene. This is crazy. We are going to be looking at this video in just a minute, okay? So, Walmart is yet to give any kind of information about the monster or the victims. In a Twitter statement last night, the company said, "We are shocked at this tragic event at our Chesapeake, Virginia store. We're praying for those impacted, the community, and our associates." Okay, and that's literally the tweet right here off to the side, off to the right here of the screen. All right. We're working closely. We're working closely with law enforcement, and we are focused on supporting our associates. 5 patients were being treated for injuries at a specific hospital, the area's top trauma center. But many thought to be seriously hurt as over 40 emergency vehicles swooped to the Walmart Supercenter on Tuesday night. One Walmart employee standing outside the store after the horrific attack revealed on social media it was the manager, one of the managers, referring to the gunman. The shaken staff member added, "He blew his brains out and everything. If he unalived the girl in there and everything. He came in and started spraying. I'm sorry for the victims. I just left the break room. The manager come in there and started capping people up in there and started shooting. Sadly, we lost a few of our associates. It was a traumatic experience," he later revealed to the Daily Mail, the article I'm reading right here. People have not yet confirmed the nature of the shooter's demise. A second Walmart employee who showed up for their night shift shortly after the incident told reporters at the scene, "Thank goodness I showed up late." Chesapeake police confirmed 7 fatalities, including the monster from last night's incident at Walmart on Sam's Circle. Now, a police officer said there were multiple fatalities, injuries, and that the police were still searching the building. In an update during the early hours of Wednesday morning, he said, as police arrived on the scene, they realized it was an active monster situation, and we had to change our tactics. Addressing the fatal situation or incident, Walmart said in a statement, "We are shocked at this tragic event I just already said this too." So there it is. Now, I want you guys to see this video. I got a couple of video, some news clips that I want you guys to see as well. And again, this is just absolutely heartbreaking because this is a situation that we hear all the time. Now it's a tale as old as time. Okay, Aladdin. I'm being dead ass. We hear these stories every single day, almost now. It shouldn't be that way. But let's take a listen to Kevin Harper. He's one of the employees that got out. Okay. And yes, I have to be, just so you guys know, because I know a lot of you guys are like, why is he using code words and why is he not saying the full what the article says? I have to use code words, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. I have to. It's just part of the job. It's part of the thing. I if I don't say certain things, then I can't, you know, I have to use code words. Okay. Things can get suppressed, so on and so forth. All right. And I'd like to get this to as many eyeballs as I can. All right. Because this is a story that needs to be told and heard. So, again, one thing that can help get this word out here is by hitting that like button down below. Okay. Again, by hitting that like button down below, send it past 700 likes. That would really, really mean a lot to me. I see almost 1,000 souls watching the show on all platforms right now. And I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here and blessing me with your time. All right. But by hitting that like button, it helps get the word out. It helps get the story out. And maybe the right people will listen to this and it will stop this madness from continuing to happen every week, y'all. Every week. And of course, shameless plug, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Let's look into this video. This is from one of the employees that literally ran out, got away from the situation. We're going to be hearing from his own mouth, his perspective on what happened here. And of course, please hit the number 1 and let me know you guys hear this video. And if there's echo, I'm sorry. This program has been on crack. Okay, so let's go.
We just did my. He went to everybody was in there. And you know what? I saw him when he went in the office.
Yeah. You all right?
No.
I know. I'm talking about, are you all right? You call your son?
I just played dead. My phone in there.
Oh, okay.
I just played dead. And I'm
Crazy,
you
y'all.
know what I mean?
Bro, come in this.
He was still shooting.
He it's wild though, bro. It was the manager, one of the managers. I'm hold though, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Man, I'm talking about just left out the break room. Manager come in there, started capping people up in there. Started shooting, bro. Like, I'm hold though, y'all. Sadly though, we lost a few of our associates.
Sorry about that, guys. Well,
I don't know how many. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna show it because I ain't like that. But I'm whole, y'all.
okay. So, as you can see, obviously, there are a lot of, understandably, a lot of people you can hear in the very beginning of that video. You can hear it in the video. There's a lot of people that are deeply affected. Okay? Deeply affected by this situation. This is a heartbreaking situation. Who asked for that? Who asked for this? None of those employees, none of the customers that were inside, none of them asked for this type of trauma. None of them deserved this type of trauma at all. And lo and behold, you have people out here Daisy, no one, exactly. The type of trauma that these specific individuals received is unwarranted and absolutely heartbreaking. So I got a little bit more information here, guys, that I want to share with you guys. And of course, please keep sharing, keep hitting that like button. Like I said, this is a story that needs to get out there. People need to hear this story. People need to hear the truth of what's going on. These are the harsh realities of it all, and I hate it. I absolutely hate talking about this stuff. I hate it. I hesitated even coming out and talking about this today because I was like, another one, another story where we're talking about this days before. Shoot, not even days, less than 24 hours away from one of my, personally, one of my favorite holidays because we gets to eat. I love to eat. All right. So it just, but nonetheless, this is a story that needs to be heard and needs to be told. I got a couple other things I want to show you guys here revolving around this case, but I got a super chat really quick. 2 super chats let me get to here really quick. Joey Lilly, thank you so much for the 10. Appreciate you and all the great coverage you do. You give, sorry. Hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving. Thank you. You too. If you're celebrating it, I don't know where you're watching the show, if you're overseas or in America. What a tragic story. Prayers to everyone who was affected in this situation. Yes, I agree and I concur. I echo the same thing. And if you are celebrating Thanksgiving, to every single last one, y'all, all 1,100 people who are watching the show right now, every single last soul, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happiest of Thanksgiving. Okay. I hate that we're talking about this the day before. We should be talking about the happier things. But unfortunately, that's not how the world is nowadays. Spitfire, thank you so much for the $5 and $5 super chat and for the emojis. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. But again, we are, like, before I continue, the one thing that I noticed, or that I keep rolling in my head over and over and over again, the interview that I had with Jennifer Lewis, right? Actress Jennifer Lewis. If you haven't seen that, please go check that out. It was an amazing conversation. It's entertaining. It's thought-provoking. Everything you can think of. Go check it out, please. Because not a lot of people have seen it yet. And I'm wondering what's up. So I'm hoping you guys can go take the time to go check out that interview. It's an exclusive interview. But one thing that she did say that I found that kind of stuck with me is how the depression, mental health has been pushed even more in the forefront ever since we were all locked up. I'm talking about the whole world was locked up. Some countries are still on lockdown. Let me just remind you of that, guys, as well. All right. But one thing that she did mention is how more people are succumbing to their depression, succumbing to their mental health issues. Instead of battling it, some of them are just giving in or giving up and doing things like something like this, or doing even something heinous, even worse as well, like doing something to themselves, taking themselves away from their loved ones by erasing themselves from this planet. And I have to say, I urge every single last one of y'all, anytime you're feeling low, anytime you feel that you are battling something and you just don't know what it is, please talk to a friend. Please discuss it with a family member. Please call a professional. Reach out to somebody, okay? And I've said this a million times before, and I'll say it again now, because this is we all need to hear it every once in a while, every now and again. Even the ones that are out here acting like they're resilient and that nothing don't bother them, you know what I mean? Everything just rolls off their back like it's nothing. Trust me, they're probably the most sensitive mother lovers you know. They just don't put up the front like that. They act like they're Teflon, they're bulletproof, they're Kevlar. Everything just bounces off of them when actually sometimes, most of the times, they're the ones who get that get affected by the blows even more than you think. So even you guys that think y'all are super tough, Superman, whatever, listen up. You're not alone. And there is always someone willing to listen to you. The pandemic really did bring things out into the forefront. But are we really attacking it? Are we really being proactive? We're seeing more and more of these incidents happening now every week. Shoot, it's almost every couple days now. And I keep thinking if there was a possibility of that person, let's just say, being able to talk to the right person, knowing that they can talk to somebody, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe. And we, of course, can talk about gun control and all that as well. And that's a whole other Charles Dickens story. But at the same time, for those of y'all who are out here feeling like you're alone, for those of y'all who are battling, fighting, maybe denying that there's something going on internally, just keep on burying it, maybe throwing a Band-Aid over a bullet wound, if you will, please talk to somebody. Reach out to your friends, okay? Be proactive in your journey towards mental health. Because you can have the fittest body in the world. You could be eating the greatest foods in the world. You can have all the money in the world. But the one thing that helps you keep moving on is your mental health. It really is. Because no dollar in the world can solve, okay? Can solve what's going on with you internally, mentally speaking. So speak out, talk to your friends, all right? Or if you have to, speak to a professional, all right? Real quick, thank you so much, Pepper Jennifer Garten. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. And of course, you could do the same. Follow in Jennifer's footsteps, y'all. Okay. In Prepper. Okay. Prepper Jennifer. Sorry about that. Prepper Jennifer. But you can do the same as Jennifer. All right. And become a member. Join the family. Be greatly appreciated. I got a family chat that members chat I need to grab here really quick. Mrs. and Mr. Steelers, thank you so much for being a member for the past 6 months. I really do appreciate it. Keep up the great work. I'm going to say my opinion. AR-15s need to go. I agree. Need to go. Hand and hunting are not the style being used in these horrors. Yes. We definitely hear over and over again people coming suited and booted. You know, we hear those stories all the time. We just talked about the incident that happened in St. Louis at the high school at Central Visual and Performing Arts, CVPA. Kid was suited and booted. Magazines, bullets that could take out a whole army if he wanted to. It's mind-blowing that we live in this kind of world. Absolutely mind-blowing. I got another super chat. Thank you so much, Joey Lilly. Thank you so much for the 10. I'm probably gonna get crap, but I'm a registered gun owner, and I do agree we need to have better laws on guns, but that won't fix shiz. Like how you said shiz. If we don't do better with mental care, it don't exist. Yeah, I do believe that we are taking steps towards better approaches towards mental health. I feel like it's still a taboo in many corners of the world, and many demographics and many worlds, but it is slowly starting to become a thing that people are starting to uh, uh, acknowledge and respect, rather than, oh, he's seeing somebody. Oh my God, he's talking to who? You see what I'm saying? Instead of all this judgment and having such a stigma attached to, say, battling or working on your mental health, I think that is starting to turn around. I really do think that too. You know, yes, I think that it's a combination of both. It's a combination of both. Obviously, it's gun laws and it's mental health. It's both. It's not just one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's one and the same in a way. Because you don't hear someone who is, say, working on their mental health, who is a gun owner. You don't see them. You don't hear stories about someone who is mentally stable just running in somewhere and doing something like this in a Walmart. You don't hear that story. You just don't. Okay? So I do think that it does come hand in hand. It's both. There needs to be focus, and we have to remove the negative stigma that's attached to mental health, or at least the journey towards mental health, instead of going, oh, this person is bipolar and they're working on it. We as a society are quick to turn to that person who is out saying, yes, I am working on my bipolar disorder. I'm medicated. I'm speaking to a professional and I'm working on it. We as a society are quick to sit there and go, oh, that person's crazy. And it's not the case. Shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't. We should be looking at that person and giving them respect and saying, okay, great. Congratulations on you going towards that journey. Because it's a tough journey. It's a tough journey, period. We all deal with our own mental health issues. We all do. We all have moments where we're happy and we have moments when we're sad. We have moments when we feel like we can't get through a certain tough threshold, right? And it could be anything. It could be a situation with love, money. God knows what it is. But those things play a toll on all of our mental health. I don't know about you, but if I ain't got no money in the bank account, doesn't make me happy. All right. Doesn't make me feel like, ooh, can't wait. Let me run around and party. Life is good. No, that's not you see what I'm saying? Those outside externals do affect all of us. We deal with some level of mental health. And it could be for that week. It could be for a month. It could be a year. You never know. But we deal with it. All of us. We're just not as transparent about it as maybe some others. So that's why I'm saying we must and we should be more transparent about how we're feeling. There shouldn't be a thing where, oh, now it's all about me. Sometimes you got to be about me, dag nabbit. What about your own self-help, your own self-love, self-health? If you don't speak about these things, it can rot up inside of you. And something negative, God forbid, like what we're talking about, could happen. And I know we live in a very, what's the word? Self-centered world. But at the same time, how's somebody going to know what's going on if you don't speak up? So I say in this new year, obviously we're not even there yet, but I say starting from here and on, there should be more transparency. I mean, there is such thing as too much transparency. I get that. Sometimes we don't need to know how your bowel movement was for the day. Real talk, we don't. Okay. So just keep that to yourself. But at the same time, You should be able to speak out and say what's going on with you internally to the ones that love you, the ones that care for you, and not go, should I tell him? I don't want to tell him because I don't want to seem like, shut up, talk, speak out. You never know. That person might be holding gems of information, of inspiration that could lead you in the right direction towards finding happiness or dealing with whatever it is that you might be mentally battling with. I got some super chats here really quick. Penny Williams, thank you so much for the $10 super chat sticker. I do appreciate that. So thank you so very much. Master Owl, okay, the wise one. Hoo-hoo. $5, thank you so much. Other than hate and mental health, what else could make a person do this? See, that's what I'm thinking too. That's exactly what I think too. But again, it's somebody who's dealing with something mentally. There's obviously something wrong. In reports, they're saying this monster walked in and was laughing while this was going on. No one, I repeat, no one, mentally sound body and soul is going to go open fire on their own employees laughing about it. Joey Lilly, thank you so much for the 5. I agree 100% that it's both. I think all states should have the same gun laws as another. Everyone should have to take a deep or get a deep background check. I agree 100%. I mean, those are ways at least to filter through certain things for sure. You see what I'm saying? It should be very tough to get an AR-15. I'm sorry. It should be tough to get one. It shouldn't be that easy. And it is. It is. And I know there's a lot of people out here that are like, my guns, my rights, the Second Amendment. Like, listen, I get it. Okay, fine, cool. All right, chill. Tranquilo, por favor. All I'm saying is we need to find a better way of getting this stuff taken care of. We need to find a better way to properly filter through. There should be a filtering process, I think. Not everyone needs a firearm. I'm sorry, not everyone. Not everyone. We're seeing it proof positive now. And I will say this, though, too. Because I know the other arguing side or the other side of the argument is this, that it's very easy to get one off the market. The one that just fell off the side of a truck. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, it just fell off the truck. There are ways of that too. So we have to add that reality in there too. If there's a will, there's most definitely a way. But at least if it's a legally registered, purchased firearm, there should be a process. It should be tougher, okay, to get a firearm. That's just my personal opinion. Mrs. and Mr. Steelers, thank you so much again for the 10. I appreciate it. We can simultaneously restrict assault guns as increasing access to mental health help. We can't legally force adults to get mental care, but we can lawfully ban assault weapons. That's my rant. And she's like, and I'm done. Or they are like, and I'm done. See, I agree with that. I agree. Okay. We can. But then again, like I said, we have people out here that are riding on that, riding that pony, right to bear arms pony ride. And they're just sitting there going, no, we need to do this. My guns, my rights. Okay, like I said, I get it. If you pass through, there should be a process. And this is showing us proof positive on how badly there should be a process. A stricter process. Let me say that again, because there is a process. It's not like you just walk into a room and there's a funk. There you go, son. AR-15, fresh off the rack, baby. No, you still got to go through a process, but there should be a stricter process. Penny Williams, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you guys so much again for all the super chats. I really do appreciate it. I work overnights at a Walmart store here in Missouri. And this is my biggest fear. I mean, let me tell you, Penny, we appreciate you for saying that. And listen, you have the strength of 1,200 souls right now behind you. All right. We are putting all our love and energy towards you and every single one of you Walmart employees right now, because number one, y'all are going through the most hellish time of the year in retail. So first off, thank you for what you do. Cause I would lose. Yes. I don't know if I could handle it myself. Okay. So you guys have the patience of a monk. Okay. Out here. So I appreciate you doing what you're doing, but I will say this. If you do see or feel that there's anything awkward or weird going on, just, I don't know, seek shelter, distance yourself from the situation. I mean, obviously I don't have a go-to answer for this kind of situation, but I do appreciate you saying that. It is, I think, you and a lot of other retail workers have this kind of fear outside of Walmart, at a regular mall. People are scared of this kind of stuff. This is some scary stuff because you worry if there's going to be a copycat. You're worried if there's somebody else going to be like, oh, if that happened, I could do it over here too. And then next thing you know, you get another incident. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So my prayers and thoughts go to you and every single last one of my family members that are Walmart employees, every person that's in retail right now, all y'all that are going to be working during Black Friday. I'm thinking about y'all. Real talk. I'm giving you all the energy. Okay? Strong enough that it just, like the Matrix, just stops it midair. That's how much energy I'm giving y'all. Okay? And that it's just a safe, yes, it'll be stressful, but hopefully it's a safe weekend for all y'all. Okay? Master Owl, yes. Thank you so much for the 10. That vid psychosis is real. Mm-hmm. Thanks for all you do, sir. Thank you so much, Master Owl. That is a very wise owl right here. I'm just saying. I do think that it has to do with a lot of that as well. A lot of people. Those 2 years were some of the most loneliest times for a lot of people. People were not allowed to go see their families during Thanksgiving, during the most important times of the year where you get to be around family and maybe release some of the tension and just be around things that make you smile, which is family. A lot of people were held back. Shoot, I missed 2 Thanksgivings in a row. Dos. Because people were scared of catching that Rona. Okay? It was a terrible time. Terrible time for all of us, all around the entire globe. So yes, that Rona psychosis be real though. Berenice Rivas, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I do appreciate it. Where does that go? Where did that go? I just saw something. Okay. Where did it go? Another super sticker. Thank you so much. Misty Fisher, thank you so much for the 5. Evil is among us and within some folks. Some folks are legit evil. Please stay prayed up, y'all. Yes, we are living in some crazy, crazy times. Okay. We are living in some crazy, crazy times. And there's Paula. Thank you so much for sharing that. And of course, our condolences to you and your son. You know, I hope he is resting in peace. I know he's resting in peace, but I'm so sorry to hear that, sweetheart. I know I can only imagine how this time of year, how tough this time of year is for a lot of you, for a lot of us, actually. Just a couple days ago, I lost my father. A few years, it'll be 2 years. Sorry, 3 years. I'm sorry, if I'm correct. When I lost my dad. So I know that this time of year is really, really tough. Absolutely. So I'm sending you nothing but love, Paula. I'm sending you nothing but love. But let us continue. We got another video. I just wanted to show you guys this really, really quick. And then, of course, I got to wrap this thing up. But let's take a look at this right quick.
With some breaking news about yet another mass shooting in the U.S., this time at a Walmart in Virginia. Officials say at least 6 people and the suspected gunman are dead. Police in Chesapeake responded to a call about a shooting at the store last night around 10:15, less than an hour before closing time. Officers found several people dead and others injured inside the store when they arrived. They also say the shooting had already stopped by the time they got to the scene.
We were able to put rescue and tactical teams together to go inside to provide life-saving measures rapidly and quickly. And then through the course of the investigation, we believe it was a single shooter, and we believe that shooter is deceased at this time.
Police are not saying whether the shooter took their own life or what may have motivated the violence. For more on this, we have Chesapeake Mayor Rick West on the phone with us now.
Yeah, this thing has been acting a fool since.
If you could just start off by telling us, how did you learn that a shooting?
Come on. Sorry, guys. I don't know why lately. I don't know why lately the internet has been acting a fool.
Had taken place.
I received a text mail about 10:30 last night saying that there was an active shooter at that location. That happens to be in the neighborhood where I live.
And what did you do at that point? And I can't even begin to.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that's acting a fool, but it is nonetheless. It is acting a fool nonetheless. But for those of y'all who are still seeing what's going on and can still see this video, yeah, this obviously there is still.
Imagine what went through your mind at that point.
Well, I guess the first thing that came to my mind is, if you're a leader of any locality in America at this day and time, you have to at least have thought about it, and you have to have at least dreaded it. And so the first feeling was nothing but dread, because here it was. I knew what we'd be having to face and what those poor families are going to be facing for years to come.
And then, Mayor, tell us about, as the evening progressed and you learned more about the circumstances. I know information is limited because this is still obviously a very early part of the investigation, but what is it that we do know at this point?
Well, I think you said it pretty much in the beginning. There were 7 found dead at the Walmart, and I do not have the information to know whether. I know the shooter is dead, but I don't know if he shot himself or the police shot him or someone else in the store shot him. I have no idea. And I do know that, again, there were six employees, and I do believe they are saying now that the shooter was a disgruntled employee.
Yeah, I wonder, Mr. Mayor, if you can share with us a bit more about the community of Chesapeake, and if you have any insight into that particular Walmart or any of the victims at this point.
I do not have. First of all, the city of Chesapeake is a large geographical area, with the second largest in the population in the state. But we're a very, very close-knit city. We are rural in our heritage, and so there is that family feeling. No matter what part of the city you go to, it's just there. This particular Walmart is located in the Greenbrier section of our city, which is a commerce area as well as a higher end residential area. It's a safe place to be, and So this is, this is devastating. Again, you just know from what you hear from other incidences that you just can't predict.
Could you just clarify a moment ago, was this a disgruntled employee, is your understanding?
That is my understanding. Has not been confirmed, but I think all indications are that is the case.
And so I wonder, Mayor West, in the wake of this, what kind of resources are being made available to community members, and how are you doing at this point?
Well, unfortunately, I'm recovering from COVID, so it's a mixed bag. But it's just emotionally difficult on top of everything else to see so many families suffering, and then the repercussions. That our city is really a great city, great things happening in our city, and have an awesome future. But things like this just bring you back home and realize just how precious life is.
And as we await more details.
Okay. And then, of course, this is something that's a little bit older news. Obviously, we're hearing up to about 10, they're saying, and upwards of 10 people have lost their life. Now, one thing I want to show you guys is this as well. Just really quick. Cops raid Virginia Walmart monster's home as first victims are pictured. A store worker, 22 years old, was among 6. I'm hearing 10, okay? But in this article, it's saying 6 lost by the manager, who laughed as he opened fire in the break room in a planned attack before turning the weapon onto himself. Tynika Johnson, 22 years old, is among the 6 or possibly 10 now that lost their life by this particular Walmart monster in Chesapeake last night. And I just wanted to show you guys her lovely face. This is Tynika. She was one of the many that lost her life. And it does make me wonder, what actually is the thing that actually happened? What caused him to go off like this? What was the real reason behind this? But she's one of many that lost their life. Yeah, LMSYT, sorry, laughed as he opened fire. That sounds like the Joker from Batman movies. Yeah. This person, this monster, which we've already have a name for this particular individual. But he opened fire, and she is one of they're saying 6 in this article that have lost their life. Tynika Johnson. Hopefully I'm saying her name correctly. Tynika Johnson is one of the many. She was 22 years old. She was an employee at Walmart in Chesapeake, and now she is no longer here. One thing really quick, this is just a little timeline of the actual event off to the side here, off to the right of your screen. You can see here, this is just a quick, very, very short timeline, but here it is. 10:12 p.m., gunman opens fire in break room in back of the store. First 911 calls were made. 10:14, first cops arrive on the scene, so they must have already been in the parking lot, or at least in the area. They got there quick, okay? They were first to arrive on the scene. 2 minutes later, which is 10:16 p.m., cops enter store and find gunman gone. 11:20, scene is officially declared safe. If you can even say after an incident like this, if you can even say the surround that area was quote unquote safe. But again, that's just I'm going to show her face one more time, but they did end up breaking into the SWAT team did raid the monster's home. This is his front door. As you can see, they busted out the door. They were not playing. They were not playing around. Busted through the glass door, through the door itself to get into his home. Now, what he did or what they found, we do not know as of yet. If there was anything to be found, that is. If there was anything to be found. But again, let me show you her face one more time. This is one of 6, allegedly. I'm hearing different stories, obviously, but I've heard 10. But as of the reporting of this article, they say she is one of 6, including the monster himself, who took his own life. Tyneka Johnson, 22 years old, was a Walmart employee. She was in that break room when this monster walked in and pulled the trigger. Now, they say it's an isolated incident. It does make me wonder, what is the story that led to him coming into the store with said firearm? When they say it was an isolated incident or targeted incident, who was the target? Was it one person? See what I'm saying? Was he targeting one specific person? Was it Tyneka that he was only aiming for? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just asking the questions because they say this was a targeted incident. It's the same thing that they were saying about the University of Idaho students that were found gone in that house, which we will be looking at the press conference in a couple hours here. So be sure to come back and watch it with me. All right. We will be doing a watch party. But they said it was a targeted incident then too. So is this a targeted incident towards her, towards one of the other employees? Was he upset about pay? God knows what's going on. But I'm hoping that the law enforcement, local law enforcement, FBI, figure out what the hell actually happened here. Or not what the hell actually happened here, because we already know what happened, but why this happened. That's the thing I want to have found out. Why? But again, this guy was opening fire and apparently laughing. To me, that doesn't say this is somebody who is mentally stable. Oh, boy, oh boy. What and I heard about this last night. I was going to do a show about it. Like, I was already about to pass out, right? About to go to sleep. I'm tired. I had a big morning this morning before the show. And as I'm about to go to bed, I'm getting this bad news of something that was breaking right then and there. And I'm like, damn. And instantly my first question is, why did this happen? Why? What inspired this piece of work, this monster, to bring in a firearm and do what he did? And they say it was a targeted event. It was a targeted situation. Who was the target? Again, was it all these people? Was it all his employees? Or was it just one? Inquiring minds would like to know. And hopefully we'll get an answer about that very, very soon. I really do hope that we get an answer very, very soon. But to everybody who has, all the family members, all the extended family members, friends, etc., that all have been affected, touched by this situation, not only just the nation that are obviously affected by this information and this news, right? Talking about the immediate family and the friends that cared and loved every single last employee that lost their life, every single last victim that lost their life. I have to say my condolences, my love, my prayers, all of my good energy to every single last one of them, because this is not a story that you ever want to hear, let alone just a day or two before a day where you're supposed to be thankful and be around the people that you love, safe and sound. So my prayers and thoughts go to everybody that are deeply affected by this. May those victims rest forever in peace. But that's the show, guys. Again, I appreciate all y'all for being here, being a part of the conversation. Every single last one of y'all, please do me a favor, okay? Oh, redheaded Riding Hood. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thanks, Pascal. Pray people. Good issues. Mental health, gun control. Oh, good issues. Mental health, gun control. Be kind. Yes, I do absolutely agree. Okay. We need to be better to each other. And that's why I always end my show with my saying, which I'll be saying in just a minute. So please, guys, do me a favor, all right? Because I know that these kind of stories don't get out like that. You know, the channels and the platforms that don't like that so much. Please do me a favor by getting it out here. Hitting that like button does help a lot. So please hit that like button. Send it past 1K. That would really mean a lot. It'll get the story out into the algorithm and help the story get out there more, because I know there's a lot of people that want to know what the hell happened here and maybe hear the discussion that we just had. All right. And please do not forget, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, be sure to check out my my mugs, my hoodies, t-shirts, etc. I got a wonderful little store called pascalmerch.com or beautifulbeefcollections.com. We have a huge Black Friday sale going on right now as we speak. Go check it out. 30% off of everything in store. Go check it out. It'd be really appreciated, and I'm sure you're going to find something that you're going to really, really like. So please go over there and check them mugs out. Okay, guys? And to the mods, I'm so thankful to all you guys. Thank you so much for holding it down, as you always do. You guys are really amazing. Okay? Appreciate it. Okay? Oh, that's funny. Red-hooded Riding Hood just said, I have your hoodie on right now. That's what's up. I love hearing that. Hopefully it's making you feel nice and warm right now, okay? Because it was made with love. All right. But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Hopefully, if we get more information about this particular situation, we will be giving it to you guys, or I will be giving it to you guys as soon as I can. This story obviously is still developing. I'll have information for you as soon as it drops. Okay. So, and King Bob, yes, we just did a whole bunch of tie-dye hoodies and t-shirts. They are already in the mail, so it should be already on your way. Okay. And Leo, girl, yes, we do ship to South Africa. So go. We ship everywhere. We got guys buying things in the Netherlands. We got people buying things in Switzerland. No joke. People are buying things from all over the world. So please go over to the store. Go get you something. Go get yourself something nice. Okay, definitely. All right. Yes, King Bob. Yes, your shirt is already en route as we speak. So go. It'll be there very, very soon. Okay. Sorry for the delay. We had to wait for a huge shipment of more shirts because we use a very specific feel of shirt. So we had to wait for that to come in. And I don't know why it took a minute, but it did take a minute. But we got a slew of hoodies and t-shirts that are already en route right now as we speak. So anyway, guys, it's time for me to get going. Appreciate all y'all for being here. You guys have been amazing. I will be back in a couple hours because we got this watch party for the Moscow PD's press conference revolving around the quadruple unaliving that happened a little bit off of University of Idaho's campus. We'll be watching that live as a family. So come on in, jump in, and be a part of the conversation because there's a lot to talk about. And hopefully they got some more stuff. Okay. And I'll post a link for the store. I think somebody already did. Where is it? Maybe they didn't. I will post the link right now, real quick before I head off, because I got to go. There it is. Okay. I'm going to tag it. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. All right. So it is pinned to the top of the chat. Go on, check it out. PascalMerch.com, PascalMerch.com, or BeautifulBeefCollections.com. Regardless of whatever website address you type in, it takes you straight over to the store. We got some really great stuff. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. I will be back on. Okay. I will be back on in about 2 hours from now. If I'm correct, that's when they're doing the live stream or the press conference. So that's when I'm going to be back on in about 2 hours. I'm probably going to be back on in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to run off. Got to take care of some stuff, but I will be back in just a little bit to watch this press conference with all y'all. Find out if they have more information and hopefully not a nothing burger. We'll find out here very, very soon. Anyway, it's time to get going. Appreciate all y'all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in just about an hour and a half. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.